Welcome to the MPC Beats Academy. Now in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at making a Billie Eilish type beat using the brand new MPK Mini Mark III and the MPC Beats software. Now the new MPK Mini comes with a whole complete producer music starter kit that gives you all the sounds and samples so you can produce straight out the box. So everything that we're creating in this tutorial is featured in the production kit. So what I'm going to play you is the track that we're going to be producing today, again using all of the factory sounds that come inside MPK Mini and MPC Beats. So now that you've had a listen to the song we're going to produce, let's start making the track. Now the first thing I need you to do is download the project song assets from the link in the description on the video. So once you've downloaded that, open up the project and MPC Beats will have the same Billie Eilish template that we're using in this tutorial. Now on our track 1, we have our drums, so we can use our pads. Now if we hit our program change button, I can use the pads to jump between my tracks. So now I've got a piano. Now I've added some really cool effects to this piano, so it gives you that whole Billie Eilish type kind of dark tone to the sound. Now we can also use our pads to trigger the piano and play the chords. Now the way that I've done this is under the pad performance mode, under progressions, I've added a user template with Billie Eilish type chords. Now when you do your download for your project, there's a PDF that shows you how to install the progression. And these are the same chords we're using for our beat. So let's go to track 3, jump down the octave, and this is our 808 bass. In track 4, we've got some kind of shimmer bells. We have an acoustic piano. Then track 6 is our vintage synth. Then we can use our pitch bend to open up the filter. Then we got pads on 7, and then 8 we got our trap kit. So these are all the sounds that are inside the project template. So this gets you up and running, ready to follow along with this tutorial. So let's start on track 1, drums, hit record and play, and put our beat down. A simple 4/4 pattern. Then we add our hi-hats. Then our percussion. Now we'll press our bank select, go to our upper samples, and add a couple of vocal effects. Now let's go to our piano. Hit program change, pad 2, and then turn program change off. We can now use our pads to play our chords. Now let's scroll down in our piano roll to see our notes and use our data wheel so we can see all of our view. Press program change, go to track 3, move the octave down and do our bass line. Now we'll scroll to see our notes, hit program change, jump to track 4. And we'll move up the octave and we'll add our bell percussion. Now we'll go to track 5, which is our grand piano, and add our top melody. Now we'll go to track 6 and we'll add our vintage synth using our modulation wheel. Now we'll go track 7 and add some ambient pads. Now let's turn record off. So now that we've made our beat, the next step is to turn it into a song structure. So we want to create an intro, a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus. So this is what we have so far. So to do this arrangement, we're going to go up to our edit, go down to sequence, and we're going to go to copy sequence. And this will copy our beat into an empty sequence pattern. So let's name this verse and press do it. And now we got a new copy. Then I'm going to make another copy. And we're going to go down to copy sequence. And we're going to call this pre-chorus. So again, it's going to take our arrangement, copy it to a new pattern. Press do it. And then we're going to make one more copy, which will be for our trap beat. So let's name this, we'll call this trap drop. And then we'll press do it. So if we navigate up to our sequence area, you'll now see 4 sequences that represent our song structure. Now let's go back to our original beat. I'm going to call this intro because we've got copies of this already. So then we're going to go down to our tab and we go to track mute. And I'm going to turn off the parts of this sequence that I don't want. So I only want my piano for my intro. So we're just going to leave that one on. And then our next part is our verse. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to turn off some of the parts that I don't want on my verse. So I won't need the high piano, the synth, or the ghost pads. But what I'm also going to do is go back to my home page so I can see my drums on this sequence. And I'm going to select my hi-hats and turn them off because I don't want my hi-hats on my verse melody. Now on our pre-chorus, which is sequence 3, we're going to leave everything the same because we want all of our parts in. So we're not going to touch this sequence. Now on our 4th sequence, which is our trap drop, we need to change our rhythm. So we're going to add a new drum part here. So we're going to go down to our track mute and we're going to turn off the parts that I don't want. So I don't want the high piano, the pads or the synth or my original drums. Now I'm also going to go to our track 3 on this sequence, which is our bass, take our select tool, and I'm going to raise all of my original bass notes because we're going to also create a new bass line. Now let's go to track 8, which is our trap drums, hit record and put down our new beat. Now we're going to use our note repeat feature to record hi-hat rolls. So press note repeat, then on the MPK, we change our time division to 32 triplet, and then hold the pad. Now you can do your trap rolls with ease. Now let's turn off note repeat, press program change, and we'll navigate to pad 3, so our 808 bass. Go down the octave, play our bass line. Make sure you hold your notes so they're quite sustained. Let's scroll to see our notes. Let's turn record off. And now we've recorded our trap sequence. So if we now go back to the intro of our song, we can now trigger all of our parts and make a song structure. Let's press play. Now let's trigger sequence 2, and this will drop in at the end of sequence 1. Now this is our verse. There's all of our different parts. Now let's trigger part 3, which is our pre-chorus. Now let's trigger our trap drop. Press pad 4. then we're going to go back to our piano drop, which is sequence 1, intro. So as you can see, MPC Beats, MPK Mini is a very powerful combination to produce any style of music. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial about making a Billie Eilish type song. And if you want to learn more about MPC Beats, head over to the MPC Beats Academy website. Thanks for watching.